We'll have your home so cold you'll think you're at the North Pole. Brain freeze!
Well, what did you think about that commercial? If you had that as your commercial, your phone would be ringing off the hook. I guarantee it. So today we are talking about lessons from the circus, and I'm so excited about this. We had so much fun. We're so fortunate to live right by the Ringling Museum, which has tons of Ringling memorabilia from the circus right here in Sarasota. And so we've been there many times, but a couple of weekends ago, we were there, and one exhibit stood out to my husband, and he pointed it out. And it was talking about the amazing advertising genius that was Ringling. So, if you think about it, they were just such a good example of building anticipation and getting you interested and excited to come out to the circus. And so, even though it was over 100 years ago that they were actually like in their prime and doing all of these amazing things that we got to see at the museum, there are so many lessons that we can still learn from them, especially as business owners when it comes to our marketing and advertising. So don't be surprised over the next few weeks if some of these some of these little lessons pop up on my videos or on our social media channels. But one of the things I wanted to share is that they didn't use bland statements. So, what would be an example of a bland statement in our marketing and advertising? One of the things that came to mind was, we offer quality service, or we're dedicated to our customers, or contact us for more information. Call us for a free estimate or quote today, servicing all of the surrounding counties. Those are bland. And yes, maybe we need to include that information and it's part of our mission statement or our values. But should that be what is at the forefront of our advertising and marketing messages to people? I think Ringling would beg to differ with us because that is not what they did. So here are some examples, and I'm going to put in some pictures and video of some of the things that we saw while we were there that were examples of this. So one of the things is that this one I love. They said, truly tremendous tricks by amazing acrobats, or it's the most amazing circus acts you'll ever see, things like that. So they were building anticipation long before you ever even got to the circus. Their posters, their trains that would go by were painted with their circus acts, like the bearded lady or the world's tallest man, things like that. And when you saw that go by, no doubt you were like, we gotta go see that. And so they combined amazing use of words with picture and action, things to draw you in, to make you excited about their show. Now, there's no reason that we can't do that in our own marketing. So, like the example you saw my daughter do at the beginning of this video, those are ways that we can also create anticipation and make people feel something in our marketing for our business versus just use of bland statements. So, here are some other words. Of course, you heard her say the one about making your house colder than the North Pole if you have an AC company. If you have a service company and here's another AC example, you could say something like, we'll be there so fast you'll forget what sweating feels like, or we're going to make your house feel like an ice box. So don't be afraid to exaggerate. Ringling totally exaggerated, truly tremendous tricks, those big words. So there's no reason that we can't use those same types of exaggeration in our marketing to get people's attention. We're not making promises that we're not going to deliver on. Is their house going to feel like an icebox after you fix their AC? Yeah, most likely, especially if they live where I live here in Florida. When your AC goes out, you feel like you're living on the sun. So whenever that person comes in, they are the hero and they do make you feel like you're on the North Pole. So it's not saying that you're exaggerating so much that people are going to say you're making false expectations for them. It's exaggerating to make them feel excited to call you and use your company. So that's what I want you to do in your marketing. So ask yourself this question as you're working on your next social media post, flyer, or video, or whatever it is, or even your next elevator pitch that you're going to use at a networking event. Are you creating interest and excitement, or are you just providing information? So ask yourself that question. And if you're curious to know if your marketing for your business is hot or cold, comment below the words hot or cold, and I'll send you my 20-point marketing assessment, and you can grade yourself. It's a very thorough assessment on your marketing that you're using in your business. You can grade yourself and see where you need to focus your efforts to make it even better.